Okay, to make your mat, you're gonna start with your piece of tag board. You've got your dry piece of copper. You're going to need a cutting mat, okay, and they have a number on them, so you're gonna be signing them out. And then you're gonna need an X-Acto knife. These also have a number on them. You're going to be signing them out. So when you sign them out, you're gonna sign, what are you, A or B? What is the knife number? What is the mat number, okay? So then the first thing I'm going to do once I get all my materials is I need to measure the size of the opening. Now I don't want to measure this entire piece of copper because I want the measurements or the opening to be smaller than this piece. So I'm going to say that I want to see these feathers. So I'm going to measure, I'm going to make this about 4 inches. So I want the opening to be 4 inches this way, and let's see, 5 inches should be enough. So I'm going to make a 4 by 5. Okay, so I want 4 by 5 to kind of be in the middle of my mat. So I'm going to take a pencil. And I've got 6 inches here, and that means I'm going to come in 1 inch on either side. And then I should have 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. Does that make sense? And then same thing here. Come in. Okay. All right. So now I have 4 inches on either side. I want 5 inches here. So that means I'm gonna kind of need to split because I have a 9 here. So if I come in 2 inches, 1, 2, 3, 2 inches on either side should be 5. Okay, and then 2 inches on either side should be 5. Now you might have to measure differently based on the size of your copper because they're all different. Okay, so I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna make really light marks like this. It doesn't matter if I'm drawing on this side because I'm going to use the other side to kind of mat my piece. Oops. But this is just going to give me a guide. Okay. Okay, so that means now I have this all situated as good as I can. Sometimes the tag board's a little off, but I'm going to be cutting this out, this area here. I want to leave this out to kind of create a picture frame. So when I use the mat knife or the X-Acto knife, I'm going to use the ruler, okay, and I want to stay on top of my cutting mat. I'm going to make sure my hands are away from the knife. And I'm going to drag down against the ruler as best you can because you will, just like I did here, move around if you don't stay close to the ruler. So you're going to have to make sure that the tip of your knife is always against the ruler. Okay? And again, I'm just kind of cutting this window out. I'm not cutting these lines. I want to make sure my fingers are out of the way. Okay, so now I should be able to kind of pop this out. It looks like this didn't cut all the way through. So I need to take my ruler again. And just do one more cut through to make sure that will pop out. Okay, if there are any parts that didn't quite get all the way through, you can kind of take your knife carefully, make sure your hand's out of the way, and just kind of pop that out in the corner. Okay, so now I have my frame. I'm not going to use this side, there's pencil on it. I'm going to use this side. So I'm going to put my knife down, get my cutting board out of the way, and now I can mat my piece like this. okay? You can take the tape off if you see there's tape through the window there, okay? If you need to, but just be really careful because if you take the tape off, it's super sharp. So I'm gonna place it here. I'm going to get tape. And I am going to tape my piece to the white frame. Okay. All right, so now it's matted and it's good to go. And you can put your name on the back.